When you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Throwing, Dalton. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Cougar 19. Go.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Running left, it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's the game of 8.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check smash. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now Samuel.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Dalton. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So Dalton now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Throwing on second and long. Dalton. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
10 through 11, 10 through 11. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready.
Second and 10.
Ready. 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Throwing is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. We're scoreless after 1. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th.
Cowboy 80.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Andy Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple. And Dalton to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Another chance for Dalton.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And the Bengals first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On the screen, Bernard. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Get it? Cougar night, please.
Up the gut, Fournette. Takes this to the 27, giving 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Jackson. And we'll go right back to Andrews. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come back in. Here we go. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Jackson going to keep it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point attempt here still to come. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60 Bison.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game.
Ravens 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
But with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throw left side, complete to Ross. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
mixing up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down in the yard.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11.
Jackson now.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
60, 70, Timberwolves.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. N'Keal Harry in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
The kicker on.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13.
14. Ravens 13.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this 1st half as the kick gets away.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trapped. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series, but coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready. Nice. Ready.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
70 steps. Come on. Hey. Cougar 19. Count 19.
They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ross. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Well, we're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
So Dalton now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In motion goes the tight end. Dalton now to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Get it? 70 Timber, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Come on, come on.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get into a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's Dalton. And his pass incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing, Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later or put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on second and inches.
Ready, go.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Shreds the tackle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bill. All the folks.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
Now it's second and 10. Andy Dalton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And it'll be Dalton again. He
Houston, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Here's Samuel.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Project, this ain't what you want.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ready. Stop low, 18. Get up.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Xavier Scott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so it's half the distance and put it up at 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Dalton to throw. And this is intercepted. should do it.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From the outside on target to Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Samuel.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Now Jackson. And this pass broken up.
Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Dalton.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Dalton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They're more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down to the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Next to score, Ravens 42, Bengals 27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone.
Jesus Christ, loves you, boy, just had to love you, no man's a living face, love you, face.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They could not.